Hi everybody, it's Amalia, and I'm here today with the July 2020 Call Me Crafty Owl's Sheetload of Cards. Every month, Alicia from Call Me Crafty Owl provides a sketch and supply list, as well as the cutting guide for a sheetload of cards, making a sheetload of cards that is from a 12 by 12 two sheets of designer series paper. So you'll see here's the cutting guide, and she gives you all the cut lines and guides that you need and the supply list that you need to make all the cards. If you're interested in getting a copy of this for yourself, I'll give you a link below in the description so that you can go on over to her channel to subscribe and get your own download of the PDF, as well as there'll be links below for all of the other collabers in this Sheetload of Cards collab. I made a total of 8 cards. 2 of them were in horizontal orientation and the other ones were in the normal vertical orientation. They were horizontal because of the way that I decided to cut the designer series paper to save on cardstock. And I'll show you how I did that in a little bit. I used one stamp set for the sentiments on these cards, and it's My Favorite Things You Give Me Butterflies stamp set. It had a hello and a thank you in there, and that's what I used for the sentiments on all 8 of these cards. I used a set of black sparkle enamel dots from Eyelet Outlet on these cards. I used about 3 on each card just as accents, and I bought about a dozen of different colors of these enamel dots last year in August, and I've been going through them pretty well. I've really been enjoying using them. If you've been following along with my Sheetload of Cards series, you know that I've been following along with the Sheetload of Cards for over a year now, and this is the 12 by 12 pad from Recollections. It's called C'est la vie, and I'm almost done with it. I've got a big pack of scraps that I'll definitely go through, but I'm almost done with this paper pad. I've got a few sheets left, and I can see finishing this up very soon. So you'll see when you look at the cutting guide, Alicia shows you how to cut your paper to get the right amount of pieces that you need for the design. I decided to cut the paper a little differently to save on paper waste, and as a result I got 2 cards that were oriented in a horizontal manner, and I'll show you how I did that. So here I have my 12 by 12 piece of designer paper. You want to make sure it's orientated. Hold up. Wait. Orientated? But once you do that, I cut mine in half at 6 by 12 inches. You'll have 2 pieces of 6 by 12, just set one aside, and you'll cut the remaining pieces from that other 6 by 12 piece. So once I did that, I had one 6 by 12 piece. I cut 1 inch off the 6 by 12 piece, and now I had a 5 by 12 piece. So you're going to use that 1 inch strip later, but work on the 5 by 12 inch strip so that you can cut your 2.75 by 5 inch mats. And so I cut my first mat, which was 2.75 by 5, and I had a total. I did that a total of 4 times. So I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 2.75 by 5 pieces. Once you've done that, you've got a 1 inch by 5 inch piece, and you need a total of 4 of those. So then I went back to that 1 inch strip, and I cut that 1 inch strip twice at 5 inches, and then I had a total of 3 1 by 5 inch strips. A small, like 2 inch piece was left, and so I had a total of 3 strips. I needed 1 more, and you can just use a piece of scrap that you might have, or go back to that 6 by 12 inch piece and cut off 1 inch, and then and then cut off another inch to make it a 1 by a 5-inch strip that you need. So I hope you found that little piece about how I cut my cardstock helpful and saves you some of your cardstock. I'd like to tell you a little bit more about how I made these cards. And yep, I used that Sizzix Thinlits die right there that I snuck in. This piece right here was cut with a Thinlits die by Tim Holtz. It's called Scribbles and Splat. And I had fun cutting a bunch of these out in that circular die just for that background. Now for the sentiments, I used this DCWV 24 sheets, the Glitzy Brights stack. I've had this stack for a while, and I found this color that I thought matched it perfectly, and I decided to use that to basically to mount the sentiments on that so it looked nice and pretty. Okay, folks, those are the latest additions to my Sheetload collection. I hope you enjoyed them. Please leave a comment below and let me know what you think. Please consider subscribing to my channel. Click the bell so you're notified whenever I post a new video. Don't forget to check out below and take a look at the other folks that are in this collab. Like, subscribe, ring the bell, share my video, and thanks so much for stopping by, everybody. Bye!